Hey everyone, it's Angela with Mystic Moon, bringing you guys your spiritual journey messages for the week. So please just take what resonates and get rid of what doesn't. So the decks that we're going to be using here today, I'll let you guys know what they are as I shuffle each deck. Everything will be listed down below, as well as this magical 3D unicorn created by Michelle from Wing and Bell. So let's go ahead and get started, you guys. Let's take a look and see, what does Spirit want us to know this week? We're going to go ahead and pick some topics using the When Spirit Speaks by Medium on a Mission. So let's see what we need to know. For some topics that want to come up this week for us when it comes to our spiritual journey, healing, growth, ascension. Oh, we have reminiscing. So some of us may be reminiscing about past people, about childhood, etc. We have wanderlust. Some of us may want to travel. Some of us may be thinking about how we want to go and visit a friend or visit a family member even, or a love interest. That might be one of the reasons that we're in that reminiscing energy. We want to travel to go see someone. We have love. Yeah, that's a connection that you feel with another person. It doesn't have to be romantic, but just somebody that you feel connected to on a soul level. That's coming up this week. We have perception. It might be that you're questioning whether or not your perception is correct. Are you the only one that feels this way? Maybe you have this feeling inside of you that just wants to know. So yeah, I feel like an opportunity may present itself. Doesn't have to be this week, but it could just be something that you're really thinking about. And an opportunity presents itself at a later date to basically be able to go and connect with somebody that you love and to figure something out within this connection. There may not be any issue here. It may just be a pleasure trip. It may just be something that you want to do and you'll do. But there's an opportunity to see something. There's an opportunity to see things from a certain perspective, or it's like your perception of things. There's an opportunity to kind of get some clarity around that. So pay attention to anything that comes up this week. Of course, we have this butterfly here. So there could be something significant when you see butterflies. What the hell? I don't know why I said butterfly. You guys are probably going, Mystic Moon, that's a freaking ladybug. It's not a butterfly. As I said it like 2 or 3 times. I just realized that I kept saying butterfly. Ladybug. Okay, so maybe you guys will also see butterflies. I don't know why that's coming through, but it's funny because when I was hanging out with Mr. Moon at the pool on Saturday or Sunday, a ladybug actually flew on my arm, and it was so cool. And so I picked it up, and it just wanted to hang out. And I just thought, you know what? That's not something that happens all the time. So I just took an opportunity just to really sit there and just enjoy nature and to enjoy the beauty of this ladybug, if I can actually, correctly name the insect. So anyways, that is what's coming through for the week as far as themes. So let's now go ahead and get some tarot. We're going to go into my Arrows of Love tarot. This is my newest tarot deck. I freaking love it. All right. So what is coming up with these energies here? Opportunities, reminiscing, past energies. Okay, we have overthinking. Wow, 9 of arrows, which is 9 of swords. So there's this perception makes sense to me because it might be in our perception, like we're really overthinking something. We're assuming the worst in a situation. That never is helpful. It's never helpful to be in your own head. It's like creating stories. I've done that a million times myself, where I make something more than it really is, or I just assume that I know what the other person is thinking or feeling, And because I'm an empath and because I consider myself to be claircognizant, I'm just like, well, maybe it's just this intuitive hit. And sometimes it's just bullshit. You know what I mean? So we may have an opportunity this week to maybe not think so deeply about something, or maybe not assume the worst, or maybe not assume what other people are seeing or thinking, and actually take the time to find out or ask instead of just assuming. So there is that energy. Oh, look, 5 of Cups. There could be a disappointment, It's like some kind of tears, something sad. We're feeling sorry for ourselves. Maybe we're feeling a lot of pity in a situation. Maybe we're too focused on the past. Our perception, we just feel really sad and bummed out about how something went down. So I feel if you guys are given the opportunity to reconnect with someone, it doesn't have to be like someone you're not speaking to, but maybe somebody that you want to open up the lines of communication a little bit better, then I feel like you're going to go with your intuition this week. Don't assume that something is just, a certain way. Give this person an opportunity to speak. Give this person an opportunity to communicate with you before you go on assuming and overthinking the situation. Yeah. We have Tower. So there's like sometimes too, when we get this feeling that we want to reach out, or we get this feeling that we want to go back and we want to fix something that maybe there was an issue or a problem, sometimes it can cut like a knife that the past is gone and that the opportunity is over. Maybe there's not an opportunity to go back. Maybe there's not an opportunity to go back and fix this. Maybe someone else is not on the same page. Maybe your perception of things is completely different than their perception. And so there may be an opportunity for us this week to realize something about ourselves through a love connection, through a person, and to see things from their point of view and to realize, that people have their own perception of things. People have their own feelings. People have their own issues. And so this is an opportunity for us to learn something about ourselves. So this doesn't have to turn out to where you and someone are seeing each other or coming back together or even having a conversation. This could just be as subtle as you learning something about yourself this week through your feelings. Some people may have also had a lot of just crazy energy come through with the full moon in Scorpio. That's like, Tower energy, right? Just kind of death and transformation, abrupt endings, things like that. It could have put us into a state where we were losing sleep over a situation. We were so emotional about it, but it does give you an opportunity to see things from a different perspective. That's what I'm getting. And we have the 10 of Keys, which is the 10 of Pentacles. It does say financial security. 10 of Pentacles to me is also a family card as well. So this could be a family member. This could be somebody that you consider a soul family member, not really related by blood. But this is about continuing to just work on ourselves and build towards the future that we want to build and try not to get stuck along the way. If some people just don't want to be a part of your life, then you have to just keep moving forward. If somebody does want to build with you, then get on board and start building something with this person. Whatever this is. This could be a business partner too. Yeah, Two of Flames. There's a decision. Two of Wands, there's a decision this week. I feel what a Spirit is saying to you is that you actually hold the power in your hands. And what I mean by that, it's not necessarily that you have power over this person. You have power over your own choices. And whatever decision or choice that you make this week is going to help to move things along towards a better future. So whether that's just you kind of coming to some sort of realization, closing out a chapter on your own, or actually being, an opportunity to have communication and work something through with someone. Either way, I feel like it's leading you towards your ultimate goals, which is the 10 of Pentacles. So there's an opportunity to close up some sort of a cycle or a chapter this week so we can move forward in a positive way. That's amazing. So some sort of closure or two people being able to see things from each other's perspectives and working things through this week. Okay. So let's go ahead and get some messages for our self-love. This right here is the self-love spiritual reminder cards by Fire Witch Tarot. How can we take care of ourselves this week? How can we take better care of ourselves this week with these challenges that may come through? Oh, I love this. Chocolate wine and a good cry is needed. So it's needed. So some of you guys just might be feeling really, really sad. We did get this 5 of Cups energy, Sometimes we just need to be in that pity party. We don't need to stay stuck there, but sometimes it's needed. A good cry. So maybe some chocolate, maybe some wine if you like wine. I hate wine myself, but I love chocolate. So there you go. Either chocolate, wine, or something. Whatever it is that's going to comfort you. Might be an opportunity for us to just take care of ourselves this week in this way. Let ourselves grieve. Let ourselves get through something. It's okay to cry. Life is too short to spend it at war with yourself. So also too, the fact that we have self-pity. So you can cry your tears and you can cleanse through that. But you definitely don't want to spend too much time staying in this place of self-pity or maybe blaming yourself for something that went wrong. Don't waste your time with regret. Life is too short is what that's saying to you. Don't overthink everything. Don't stay in a state of stress. Don't make mountains out of molehills. Just really, really try your best to keep moving forward. Life is all about balance. Take a shot, then work out. Okay? So there's nothing wrong with living a little. So if some of you guys have just been kind of sitting at home in that self-pity, wallowing in it, right? Spirit's saying it's time for us to get outside. It's time for us to move our physical body. But we don't have to be so disciplined either to the point where we're having no fun. We've got to live a little too. So life is about balance. We have 2 cards that indicate a message about life. The way that we're looking at life, the way we perceive life, the way that our perspective is right now, our perception is of living. Something needs to shift in a positive way. So let's go ahead and go into these cards. This right here is called the language of letting go. So if anybody is, struggles with any kind of just needing to release or you're dealing with codependency, toxic behaviors, cycles, there could be a message here for you. So we have apologizing. So there's a message about apologies. We also have a message about accepting change. And we have living through problems. So let's read these. So apologizing. This says, today, I will try to be clear and healthy in my apologies, taking responsibility for my own actions and nobody else's. I will seek God's help in figuring out what I truly need to apologize for, and I will do so without reservation. So, of course, this is about making amends. Some of you guys could be familiar with, the 12-step program. The codependency also has a program like this. So it could be that you need to make amends. Now, the thing is, it's not always healthy to make amends in the sense of reaching out to someone. Sometimes that makes matters worse. So make amends in the best way for yourself. If that means writing a letter but never sending it. If that means doing some sort of ritual where you're letting go of unforgiveness, that's enough. Okay? So try to be clear with yourself what your responsibility is in the situation. It's about taking accountability for your actions. Sometimes we do get in that mode where we're not wrong and somebody has done something to us and we're the victim and it's not fair and they need to apologize. I have nothing. I've done nothing. I've heard people do that before. I did nothing wrong. I've done nothing wrong. And that's such bullshit. It takes 2, and if you can't get to a point with yourself that you're just taking some sort of responsibility for what maybe went down, then nothing's ever going to change. So in that respect, sometimes you just can't work things out with people like that. So if someone's trying to apologize to you and you're not having it, or vice versa, you've got to accept that certain things just may not be able to change in the way that you want them to. Okay? So at the end of the day, you got to do it for yourself. So this says here, accepting change. So it says, today I will be open to the process of change. I will trust my higher power and believe that the place where I'll be dropped off is better than the place where I was picked up. It says, I know that change is necessary to take me wherever I need to go. So whatever is changing, you guys, in your life, whatever is falling away, you've got to accept this. Holding on to it for dear life, this is only going to make you feel worse. Okay? So now we have living through our problems. So this says, today I will go on living my life and tending to my routines. Sometimes this is hard when things are down. Sometimes it's hard to remember to eat, take care of ourselves, bathe even. I mean, sometimes when you get into that deep depression, you just stop trying. You just stop living. You're just eating bonbons on the couch all day, gaining mass amounts of weight. Sometimes we just let ourselves go completely. I've been there before. So this is saying here, I've got to go on living, and I got to go on tending to my routines. I got to still work. Maybe for some of you, I got to still work. I got a job I still have to do. I've got kids I got to take care of. I got pets. I got 10 cats I got to still take care of, So we can check out, but we can't check out forever. So it says, I will decide as often as I need to stop obsessing about whatever is bothering me. So we might be obsessing about something. Remember, overthinking. Some of us are just overthinkers. We're just too much in our headspace. We're all over the place. We're making matters so much bigger and so much worse in our head than it really is. Maybe at the end of the day, we're just making a lot of this shit up. So it says, if I don't feel like letting go of something, I will act as if I've let go of it until my feelings match my behavior. So sometimes we just have to fake it until we actually make it. So we have to accept something that is over or accept something that is changing. We've got to go through the routine of actually being done with something before it feels real. We can't keep feeding an addiction. I mean, we can, but we shouldn't continue to feed an addiction or feed a behavior that's not serving us. So we got to let go of something. We have to let go of some kind of a habitual behavior, some sort of thing that we do. It's just not working anymore. We've got to let that go. Okay. So the fact that all these cards came up about maybe reminiscing about the past, wishing things could be different. I do this all the time, especially with family. Oh my God. I wish she lived here. I wish we were in the same state. And sometimes I get caught up in that and I get so depressed and, I think about all the things that we could do, but what the hell is that going to do for me but make me feel like shit? I have to accept. And I also have to just create new forms of connecting with my mom. You know what I mean? Instead of focusing on the lack, I've got to focus on what is still there. So that's just an example of what we can do by focusing on a problem so much instead of getting with the program and accepting that things are the way that they are for a reason and just making the best of it. So some of us could be reminiscing about that. Some of us could be wanting to really fix an issue or a problem with someone, and for whatever reason, maybe the other person doesn't want the same thing. So we have no choice but to just continue on living our lives and moving forward anyways, realizing that not everything is either fixable, or maybe some things just shouldn't be fixed, or maybe some things are just better left untouched. So we've got to get out of our heads and stop crucifying ourselves and get back to living. That's what we need to do. We need to get back to living. Okay. We need to get back to our goals. So it's all about the way that we're perceiving life. If we perceive life as broken, not fair, it's everybody else, not taking responsibility, whatever the issues might be, we're going to get stuck. You've made these soul connections with people. You've come together with certain people. If certain relationships or connections are over or just changed, you either have to adapt or move on and find new connections. Wanderlust, travel, get out there, live a little. Okay, there's opportunities all around you. You can stay stuck in this field of memories and how it all used to be and how it once was, but that's not going to change a damn thing. It's not gonna. So there's a huge, huge letting go. Huge letting go theme, okay? So why don't we go ahead and see what Spirit is asking us to surrender or surrender to this week. This right here is called the Power of Surrender cards. What Spirit asking us, okay, so surrender your attachments to results. That's a real tough one to do, but we are being asked to do that this week for our own sanity, for our own well-being. Surrender low self-esteem. And last one, surrender to what is. Wow, that is exactly what has been coming through. We just have to surrender to what is. And what is right now might be unsatisfactory to us, but focusing on it and obsessing about it isn't going to do anything but make you feel like shit. Surrender your attachments to results. The formula for success is to do all that you can to make things happen. This right here is this card for me. Make it happen. Continue on with your life. Continue going towards your goals and your dreams. Continue to build your life. That's what this is, okay? And don't worry about who's going to be there in the end. Just keep moving. Keep moving forward. It says, let go of the results. Holding on too tightly to a desired outcome can only sabotage it. So that's what we're being asked to do. We're being asked to really surrender our need to know how it's all going to work out. Surrender low self-esteem. It says, you deserve success, love, and abundance. Set an intention to identify and release any remnants of low self-esteem. So do we feel like we even deserve it? Are we so down on ourselves to where we just don't even feel good about life, about our goals right now? We've got to do something to shift our vibration and change it. Let's get outside. Let's move our physical bodies. Let's do certain things that promote positivity, not dwelling on things that only make us feel miserable. Surrender to what is. Flow with what is instead of fighting it. When you can't change a situation, you need to compassionately accept it as exactly as it will bring you that peace. So you have to compassionately accepting it exactly as it is will bring you peace. That's amazing. Sometimes things just aren't meant to be. Sometimes things are meant to change. And as long as we are attached to the way it was or how we want it to be, we're only going to suffer. See? Damn, Spirit's laying it on thick this week. So let's go ahead and get some essential oil cards. This is called the Essential Oil Oracle, and see what trigger statements might be coming up this week, or triggers, period. Clove, presence. Trigger statement, why did this happen to me? A lot of us waste a lot of time being in that energy asking why. Why? I wasted a very long time on a particular situation being in the why. So this is just, all it does is it's not that it was a waste of time, because I actually did learn a lot about myself through the whys. So presence, it says the true statement. It says, how did this happen for me? See, it happened for me. It didn't happen to me. It happened for me. It happened for my own good. I wouldn't be where I am today if that hadn't happened to me. I wouldn't. If it weren't for that rejection, if it weren't for that pain, if it weren't for all of those things that happened to me so long ago, I wouldn't be where I'm at today. So this is about being in that all-knowing energy, that everything that happens to you is happening for your highest good. So you can shift your vibration with that today. Now, the essential oil clove could be helpful to you in this area. It says, know that you are the star of your life, my dear. You are the lead, and the audience is here for you. So it's like a movie. You're the star in your own show. You can change the characters out. You can change the theme. You can even change the genre of the movie at any time. It's all up to you. It's beautiful. Spearmint. I love me some spearmint. So we have the word conviction, trigger statement, no one listens to me. The true statement is, my voice is heard. So that sometimes can be very difficult. So work with Spearmint to perhaps find your true your true voice, or maybe even your inner voice. But this says, stand strong and communicate your message. The world is ready to receive what you have to share. So again, your perception that came up earlier could be that no one listens to you. We've got to find a way to shift that perception. The true statement is that your voice is heard. So it could be that you need to work with some affirmations. That true statement affirmation, my voice is heard, could be very powerful for you. And it could really help you to step more into your power. That when you speak, you're being heard. That's low self-esteem. There could be a belief system. Maybe we were not listened to or even considered as a child. And this is something that we're still carrying around. This belief system that no one really values what we have to say. So there's an opportunity this week for us to shift that vibration and to shift that belief. We have massage. Wow. Hey, I love this. Maybe some of you guys need to get a good old-fashioned massage. Massage can really do wonders for anything, physically, mentally, God, emotionally. Sometimes when you get a massage, you may just end up crying, bawling for some because you have so much pent-up energy. So we need a little bit of self-care and ease this week. And you don't have to pay for a massage. You don't have to go to a day spa to get a massage. You can learn some self-massaging techniques. Maybe some of you guys have massagers you can use on your body. Whatever that means to you. This is about easing your pain. This is about releasing something this week. Taking care of yourself. Trigger statement, I have to make this work. The true statement is, I'm at ease with life. So right now it could be that we're trying to make something work. I have to make this work. If I don't make this work, then I'm not going to be happy. This has to work. This has to be this way. Remember, we have to release our attachment to the results. We just have to be at ease. We have to just accept what is. Surrender to what is, remember? So it says you need to ease your grip on life so that it can lead the way. There is an outcome brighter than you can even imagine. So whenever we let go, sometimes those things that we were holding on so dearly to, my God, you spent so much time thinking to yourself, it should have been this way. This person and I, it should have been this way. I really wanted it to be them, and it turns out it wasn't. And it's interesting when you're finally done with that cycle and the clarity that comes when you say to yourself, now I know why it wasn't meant to be. And you can just feel so good in that energy. You can just accept that whatever didn't happen for a reason, and whatever did happen also happened for a reason. It's an amazing feeling. So we're meant to ease and work through our issues, kind of like working through our tense muscles and getting things to flow again. So there is all of that coming through for self-care as well. Let's go ahead and get a stone. Or let's get 3 actually. Let's get some crystals and stones for some of you guys that you may work with this week. So we have some oils, clove and spearmint, massage oil. I'm getting that too, maybe with those things added to it. Let's get some stones. What stones or crystals could be helpful to us this week? We have a scosalite or sosalite. I don't know how to say that. Never heard of this one. So let me go ahead and read it. This here is talking about diving into your dreams. So let's read this. It says, what is this? So this crystal is a super vibey, icy white stone that forms a needle-like burst. I love raw crystals or crystals that are jagged edge. So that's pretty awesome. Who needs it? Up all night worrying about the coming singularity types, brave explorers of beautiful dreamscapes. Oh my God, you guys, look at this. Oh my gosh, let me get it. Where's the card? Where is it? Here it is. For you up all night worrying about something, overthinkers. So this is definitely, if you resonated with that description, or that you're overthinking or worrying about something this week, this would be the crystal for you. So it says where to put it. Under your pillow before bed, whenever you want to establish some sort of chill zone energy. So this is really cool because the Nine of Swords also is sleepless night. So if you guys are experiencing any kind of insomnia, that sort of thing, this will definitely help. When to use it? When it's time to take your sleep hygiene to the next level. Put down the phone, pick up a book, a paper. It says sip on some chamomile tea, slather on that lavender oil, and wait for some rapid eye movement and those dreamy messages marked important by your subconsciousness. So maybe even working with lavender as well could also help to ease your mind and to just calm things down for that overthinking type of energy. That's pretty amazing, you guys. What else? We have shungite, okay? So this says, what is shungite? It says shungite is a coal-like mineral. It's carbon molecules. It says, I don't know what that's, it says something about geodesic domes. It's electroconductive, and it's only found in Karelia. Oh, I'm butchering this, Russia, where local spas have taken advantage of the mineral's purifying powers for centuries. So who needs it? Anyone who's looking to get honest with themselves. Get real with your truth. What's your truth? Being just completely 100%, not hiding from your truth or the truth of a situation. Where to put it? It says in your water bottle. Interesting. So a shungite infused drinking water. That could be a special message for some of you this week. It says meditating with shungite can get the good vibes flowing through you like electricity. Wow. So when to use it? When it's time to reclaim your energy from wherever it's been and whomever it's been with. So this is about taking back your power from a person or a situation that you're still tied to in a negative way. Maybe whoever has staked a claim on your self-esteem. This is about pulling that back, taking back your power. This situation, this person from your past doesn't define you. What they said, what they did doesn't define you. So we're taking back our power this week. I love that. And last stone. Tourmaline quartz. I'm probably not saying that right, but you know, that's just how it goes. So what is this? It says with both the negativity fighting power of the black tourmaline. Oh, okay, tourmalined maybe. And the amplifying clarity of crystal or clear quartz. Tourmalined quartz, exactly what it sounds like, might just be the best stone to bring along in that often discussed desert island scenario. So who needs it? Anyone in need of psycho-spiritual scrub. So this is a cleansing. So that's what, you know, that black tourmaline, right? Can be somewhat very heavy for certain people to hold on its own. It's a very powerful crystal. So the fact that this also has quartz with it helps to mellow it out. So this is for some sort of psycho-spiritual scrub. Where to put it? Wherever you intend to shine your brightest. And it says when to use it: when it's time to shed light on the vices, victims, and vampires in your life. Oh man. Once you have a clear view of their whereabouts, it's that much easier to kick them back into the gutter where they belong. Restore your perfect light. Beautiful. So we're definitely clearing something from our either past or someone from our energy field, or scrubbing our cords that are connected, or our perception or our belief system or attachments to something or someone, a belief system. We're clearing that up this week, you guys. So all of those crystals could be helpful to you this week. So let's go ahead now and get some spiritual affirmations. We're going to be using the Just for Today, focusing on raising your vibration. So how can we raise our vibration this week? This is by Sister Moon Tarot, Just for Today. How can we raise our vibration this week? Today, I peacefully walk away from people who cannot be honest with me, who use passive-aggressive forms of communication. My God, I hate that. Or who gaslight me. God, I know a few of those. To make me turn on myself. I walk away from people who trample on my boundaries and try to control me. I deserve peace and transparency in relationships. Nothing's worse than someone who gaslights you. Nothing's worse than somebody that cannot be honest with you, or maybe even just honest with themselves. They can't even see themselves. So this is really difficult to try to work together with someone like this. Somebody that actually makes you question your own sanity, or somebody who just skillfully knows how to turn things around on you. This is definitely toxic. Passive-aggressive energies. It's like that there's some underlying crap, but yet they won't admit it. We're meant to just walk away from this type of person. This isn't helping. This isn't helping us flourish. It's not helping to raise our vibration. As a matter of fact, it's lowering our vibration. So we need to get rid of that. It says, today I do some deep breathing to clear my mind. I go outside and get fresh air, and I do some meditation to reset my mental patterns that are keeping me stuck. So remember that overthinking energy. Let's get outside. Let's do some deep breathing to clear our mind. Let's spend some time in fresh air and in meditation trying to reset those mental patterns that are keeping us stuck. I love this. And last message. It says, today I try my best to incorporate high vibrational foods into my diet. So we are also being asked to maybe add more fruit and vegetables, maybe herbs or something like that. I realize that the food that I put into my body directly relates to my mental and emotional state. So we're actually being asked to step it up a little bit this week by the food that we are consuming. Okay? So we need to pay attention to our diet. Something I am currently struggling with, so that makes sense to me. All right. And last messages. Wow, can I talk? Last messages, you guys. We're going to go into my Divine Feminine Healing deck for some affirmations for the week to close out this reading. Future. Shift your focus onto present events rather than what's ahead. The future is not meant to be known. And that's, one of those things where when people are asking a lot about the future, it's such a distraction of living your current life. It's such a distraction of your present moment. It really is an energy blocker, I feel. It actually blocks things that we want in our future from even getting to us, reaching us. So Spirit is also asking us to shift our focus onto the present moment and the tasks that are at hand, not focusing on the past, not reminiscing about the past, not focusing or worrying about the future. Let's focus on the here and now. That's really going to help us this week. Somebody's in their freaking head. You overthinker, whoever you are, you're in your head. But this is what this says. I have the ability to change my mood by the thoughts I am choosing to think. I focus on things that bring me joy, not on things that rob me of my peace. So whatever's going on in your headspace, whatever story you have, whatever your perception is, telling yourself the worst case scenario, try to do what you can to shift that vibration by going outside, by spending some time eating healthier foods. These will all help in order for you to get out of that mental space that's dragging you down. Last message. Like attracts like. My energetic frequency determines my experiences. So that's the thing, you guys. When you realize whatever you're thinking, whatever vibration you're in, you're going to attract more of that energy into your life. So why not upgrade? We are being asked to upgrade our energy and our frequency fields this week so we can experience more joy and happiness. So say goodbye to old energy that's just no longer serving you. Close out the cycle here with the full moon in Scorpio. Let's go ahead and take that influence and use it to the fullest. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this reading today. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope you guys have a fantastic weekend. Take care. Bye-bye.